ladles and jelly spoons. Where are we today? Well, if you watched us 2 weeks ago, I think it was, we were with Craig and Anne-Marie and Craig's mum, Angie, and David Balla. We were in this exact same bar. We're just a bit round the corner, out of the way of the sun. So I think we're going to miss the whole sun today.
Yeah.
And Christina's going to do stuff. There is some super vibey music going on. I don't know whether you can hear it or not, but if you can, don't worry. Don't worry. Good evening, everybody. Let's see who is. Let's put a comment up, shall we? There we go. Comments. Oh, and we got Dom here. That's your camera, Dom. That one, sorry. So we got Dom here as well. And for those of you who don't know Dom, he was on Freaky Friday last week. We've got Katia, but she doesn't want to be on it. But we'll say hi to Katia in a minute anyway. But say, so this is going to be a really laid back meetup Monday. We were going to go to El Habli. Unfortunately, it was shut. So if you didn't send me an email and you decided to surprise me, surprise, we're not there. But if you are in the village and you're looking around for me, you've got to grab a taxi. Cost you €5. Rosa Centre, Burger King. We're opposite Burger King. So if you are in the village and you were looking for us and you were going to surprise us, jump in a taxi, cost you €5 with a tip to come in. Or you can walk up the Avenida de la Galga right to the end and walk through the banana plantation, and then you're done. We just did that, didn't we, Dom? Was it a good walk?
That's not bad.
Was it 12, 15 minutes, was it?
That is going very quick.
You were down at the Nebula, weren't you?
Maybe that, yes, right.
Right, right. So this is Dom. In all his glory, you've got the whole show for yourself now. If you want to give us all a wave. And all the people behind them that are in the blurred out, but they're going to wave anyway. There we go, there we go. This is really cool because it's actually a, what's the word? It's actually a software that blurs the background. It's the new, I've upgraded to Sonoma, which is the latest iOS for the Mac. And it allows me to put a background in now on any camera without a green screen. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I hope you hear me okay. I hope everything's fine with that. Let's go to. I've sorted one out, which looks like this. Now that I think is a good 2 wide shots of you and me. That's really good because we are wide shots, yeah. And we're going to say North Tenerife man saying hi, Dom. And Marie's on saying hi to Sarah. Chris Godfrey saying Webby boom. Webby, where are you? Grab a taxi over. Orcus wailing. Oh, Orcus at the Monte Cristo. He did say he was coming. Orcus, I am so sorry, mate. I am so sorry. He said he was coming as well. Apologies. Get in a taxi, I'll pay. How long you?
Come over.
Yeah, come over now.
Yeah, some taxi now.
We're going to be here for a while, so. Webby boom. Sorry, Orcus. Brilliant result for CD Tenerife. Yeah, top of the league. Webby boom. That's his address there. Anne saying hi, Don. Dave saying hi, Steve. Pete and Michelle, we're getting ready to go out down the pub. Emma Kelly, good evening, Tim and Viz. Hi, Tim, Don, everybody watching. Fop top fella. It's Webby's thumbs. Fop top fella. Back down to the bottom. We'll take a point, Webby. That wide shot looks fat. I quite like this actually. It's two cameras. It's actually, there you go. It's my iPhone connected wirelessly, automatically, as a continuity camera with this thing. And this is the actual camera on the, I don't like doing that because it looks like my fingernails are dirty, but they're not that dirty, are they? Anyway, evening, Vinny. So, what we're going to do, we're going to relax first. I'm going to take Dom off to relax the pressure on Dom. I'm going to tell you about the weekend. The weekend, Friday, was a bit of a debauchery. Saturday, I went out and saw Webby at the Three Horseshoes, and don't tell Chris, but I had a brandy. I wasn't going to have a drink. I wasn't going to have a beer or nothing. I had a brandy. And I'll tell you what, it was the nicest brandy ever. It was a Remy Matin, but it's about 100 million quid. No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. So, anyway, uh, Chris said I can only drink as fast as Dom, so I'm kicking him under the table now.
Happened before you made some guy.
Did I make... Dos harap before. Do you want another one? It is harap, no? Okay, we've got to go quiet for a minute. Say it in Portuguese, they won't understand. Vino blanco. A glass of wine. There you go. Very good. So we're going back to the this one here. I quite like this one. That white shot looks fab, says, QQ, still hot there. It is boiling, isn't it? What would you say it was 30 something, 35?
35 at least.
At least 35. In the shade, it's not too bad, and there's a bit of a breeze going on, so that's quite good. Don't forget the thumbs, people. It's free. It's free. You're right. Thank you. What's the weather like there in December, Tim? Adam McGuinness. Adam, I always say the weather here is exactly the same during the day. It's warm in the sun, cool in the shade, and the only difference between the seasons is the temperature at night. So in December, it's still fairly warm. I don't think it'll drop below 20.
We went last December and it was warm.
Yeah.
Quite warm.
And especially if you're not used to 20 degrees at night. February, March, it might drop below 20, but that's about it. But this December, I'm assuming it's going to be either fantastically hot with climate change, or it's going to be unusually cold. You can never tell. But looking at the past few years, past 10 years that we've been here, December's been fairly okay. And it doesn't drop below 20 during the day. And if you're in the sun, you're 25, 26 degrees. And to tell you the truth, the radiation of the sun as well adds to that, doesn't it? But if you're on the coast, you're going to get a nice breeze off the sea or going out. It's going to be really good. So they call it the island of eternal spring. So if you can imagine an ideal spring, cheers, Tom. We'll wait. No, we won't.
But it's gonna be eternal summer. Yes.
It's going to be what?
Eternal summer.
The island of eternal summer, yeah.
It will be, that's right.
Yeah, so we don't know. But yeah. That looks good, Tim, says Jeff Daniels. Webby's on. I took that picture of him. What do you think? It's on my balcony, if you notice. Adam says, thank you, Tim. Heading over there, look at the houses and jobs. Adam McGuinness, I assume you're European. I assume you're Irish. The job situation over here is, I think if you have a specialist skill, then you can get in. But it's mostly hospitality, I think, if you're coming over on spec to do a job. But if you're someone like a builder or a plasterer or something like that, you've got to be in the know. I mean, the people tend to employ people they know. So you've got to get to know somebody who's already here to get into that type of business. Other types of businesses, obviously, like shop assistants or managers or insurance officers and all that, you do have to have a fantastic Spanish language skill. So if you have Spanish, that's perfect. If you don't have Spanish yet, and I don't get paid for this, I recommend Spanish with Paul. Costs you $99 US for 1 year's access to his course. All you got to do is decide when you're going to start. Do 3 days a week or maybe 4 days a week. Don't do too much, and maybe an hour or an hour and a half a day. And he actually tells you how to study his course. And I'm not kidding you. This course is the one to do. SpanishWithPaul.com. Tell him that I sent you for the simple reason is he doesn't have a promotion thing at the moment, right? But I wanted to make one so we can all make a little bit of cash, you know? Because I think at least 10 people have bought it on my say so, you know? So I should be getting a free one by now, shouldn't I? I've paid for it 3 times now because it's so good that you can always go back into it. And it's $99 a year. So what's that, 80 quid? 80 quid. It's flumping today to learn great Spanish. And it's designed for English speakers to learn Spanish. In fact, he teaches you to translate, which isn't really great for conversational, but he also has other courses called the comprehension course and the vocabulary course. I mean, you will get inundated with a lot of emails trying to flog you other courses. All you need is his main course and maybe get the vocabulary course, not the vocabulary course, get the comprehension course, which is people talking in the background, and then save it to your hard drive because that's free. Well, it's not free. I mean, you pay for it once, but you get to keep it. So I really do recommend that. At home chilling out from the weekend. Exactly. Yes, I'm indeed Irish, Tim. And I am qualified in bar work and gardening. All your information is very helpful. Cool, dude. Gardening, I'm not sure where you would get a gardening job here, but I do have a contact with a garden centre and they've employed a French guy and a Dutch guy. So they, they might be looking for somebody. I don't know whether these guys are permanent or not, but a garden centre. So that might be something. And you could always go and introduce yourself anyway. It's up in a Dehe. It's a bit weird to get to by car because you've got to go all the way up and then back round. It's on a slip road to a motorway. Yeah, so if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. Bar work, of course. Everybody's looking for bar work, and the only qualification I think that you need is that you don't turn up drunk. I'm not kidding you. I mean, a lot of people come over here and they treat it like a holiday, and then they're smashed every night, and then they can't work, So you got to take it seriously. I know you will, but you got to take it seriously. But there you go. And Webby says, "I am Jeff." Okay, we'll call you Jeff from now on. So Webby Jeff, there you go. I am Jeff. Or maybe he meant I am, comma, Jeff. Maybe he meant that.
I am.
I am, comma, Jeff.
I am.
Your thing says Monte Cristo. My thing says Monte Cristo. Actually, the one actually says El Habli in the title, but the bus thing says the beach bar. So sorry about that. I totally forgot that Craig was coming over. I totally forgot. Orcus Whaling Craig. I totally forgot he was coming over. I mean, I knew he was coming over, but I totally forgot he said he was coming tonight, and so I didn't inform him. I've got his number and everything. I just didn't inform him. So when that was closed, he went down to Monte Cristo. He's actually here. Craig, I'm so sorry, my friend.
How you doing?
Did
All right.
you walk over or did you get a taxi?
No, I was in a car.
Oh, you're in the car?
Got a high car.
All right. Did you park underneath?
Oh no, I thought just further on down.
Okay.
Hey, are you all right?
Hi.
Because I saw in your title you changed it to Monte Cristo.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I thought I changed it to here.
Hiya guys, you all right?
Nice to meet you, bud.
Well, it probably is Monte Cristo then. Oh dear. We're actually in the Monte Cristo. It just looks different. And oh, you were in Monte Cristo at 5:15. So you never went to El Habli?
No, because I saw you change it to Monte Cristo on the video on YouTube.
You never told me that we changed it.
I didn't change it to Monte. Well, I don't think I did.
I wasn't even checking it.
I'm just going to check this because I thought I put it at El Habli instead of Ajabo. Those were the two options. We're just going to check this, ladies and gentlemen. Talk amongst yourselves. In fact, I put camera 2 on. You're on. Enjoy. Tell us a story. He says, "Don't put me on the spot, Tim."
Oh, yeah, come.
Meet up Monday. Christina not coming because she's too bloody hot. We're at the Monte Cristo. Oh my God. You know what that's left over for?
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh no. My fault, ladles and jelly spoons. My fault. I'm going to come back to me. You're all right. You're all right. So, going to come back to me now. I'll tell you what it was. If you go to
What about you come from, Craig? What about
timothydowd.com,
what about you staying, Craig?
Let's miss this. Let's miss the best Tenerife.
Okay. Oh, let's miss this.
opposite the best Tenerife.
Vulcano. Best Tenerife.
All right, okay. Yeah. I've got to connect to the internet now. Connecting to internet, lads. Do you want me to give you the password? It's called AFCAST. And the password is... Just stick it on the bill. Okay, we're online now. And I know what's happened. Orcus has an old version of the event in his cache. Because if I go to timothydowd.com
I went
/events
straight to your timothydowd.com online.
/events.
Yeah, slash events.
Yeah. And it says Meetup Monday.
Yeah.
Right?
It does say it here. And it'll show how low.
And it's got how to get there. And it's got Terrazas El Hable.
It does, yeah.
And I think that if you have a, I don't want to say an Android, but something that doesn't refresh, right? You've got to actively refresh the thing. And then you get the latest information. But even El Hable is wrong. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you refresh it or not. But it doesn't say Monte Cristo. But I think what I'll have to do is I've got to log it to my thing and do that. Let's have a look to see what you guys are saying. So Craig says it says Monte Cristo. Vinny, I have my friend nose done as well, going every month. You've had a nose job. So Webby's called Jeff and he's had a nose job. Looks like it, yeah. YouTubing is my main goal, Tim. Thanks, Tim. We'll be looking at all of that. So you're going to be competition. Oh, there's no jobs here, mate. Wouldn't come here. I don't come here. The title now, Tim. Looks like Webby has spotted a UFO by the look of that pic. Yeah, it does, eh? Orcus whaling, the legend of the beard. Can I just put you on for a second? I'm going to go this way so you won't be seen. Oh, there's Chris. Give us a wave, Chris. And there's Craig.
Hi, guys.
But he doesn't like being on it either.
Not really.
No. So we're going to turn this round.
I don't mind as long as you don't want me to speak much.
There we go. So I'll put you there back in the middle. There you go. Come a bit closer. What else we got? That's last week's. I think it was, yeah. Oh, it was last week's, you're right. What happened is that I didn't flush the cache. Now I know that doesn't mean anything. Flash the cache and flash the cache. There is a cache in my website, and if you don't visit that often, then when you visit it, it gives you the latest version. It gives you the latest saved version. And when I change stuff, what I should do is flush the cache out so that everybody has to reload the website. And I didn't do that when I changed it to El Hable. But El Hable, it wasn't there anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It would have just mattered if he'd gone to a closed bar. But at least he's there. Scotsman looks too hot for the Scotsman there. I'll tell you what, Kevin, when you come, I'm telling you, I've got this bottle of water here, ice water, which I spray Chris on. There you go, and me. Oh, it's fantastic. And Dom? Fantastic. Got some? It's gin. Vodka I've had you. And I've just noticed that my video's getting choppy. Why is that? I did. Well, I'm honest. This is okay. So let's go to comments, see if it's choppy again. No, not too choppy. There you go. Okay, ladles and jelly spoons. Take that off. So what else we got? We got hi Kevin. We got Anne Marie, Webby, St. Mirren Bomb. It's good. Hi all, says Kevin. Just back Sarah was good, thanks. Password is Richard. Lord, behave yourself. No Tenerife. Hi Chris. Christina's there, but the title says not coming. Yeah, well, it doesn't because that's last week's. So what I'm going to do?
I wasn't coming last week.
It was. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to change anything. This is the actual one now that says El Havre, which was wrong anyway. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to log into. I'm not going to log in. I flushed the cat.
It was closed, yeah.
They're closed because we're supposed to be in Le Havre tonight, and yeah, they're up above the nebula. Exactly, and but they're shut. And Dom called me and said, "You coming down to El Havre?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Don't bother because it's shut." So we panicked and we said, "Where should we go?" And I didn't want to drag Christina to the Monte Cristo again because she's been there once this month.
Yes, they don't do they?
And they don't do food as well. And I'm not cooking tonight, so yeah, it's a nice place. If you go to the other end of this building, there is the best restaurant on the island. It's called Legendary. It is the best restaurant. It is definitely not cheap. It's definitely not cheap. I had a German beer which I paid £3.50 for in Monte Cristo. Cost me €6. And if you have a starter, a main, and a something something to eat or a schnapps afterwards, right? You don't get any change out of a ton each. So it's really, but for a special occasion, fantastic. I mean, I had the scallops as a starter, and it came on a special plate with scallops.
Is that your birthday or?
No, well, it was my birthday, but it was a few days later. And I ate, and they were the best scallops I've ever had.
Really?
The best scallops I've ever, apart from when my granddad made them. But my granddad made them as battered potatoes and told me they were scallops, but they were good. I didn't know. He said, "Yeah, these scallops, Tim." So they taste like battered potatoes. Sure. Yeah, but they were good, and I had the duck breast, and you can't really get duck breast here.
Well, I've never seen duck here.
No.
Apart from Chinese.
You're Chinese duck, but you don't get a nice duck breast, and that was great. There's no skin on it though. I preferred the crispy skin on the duck breast, but there was no skin on it. But the duck breast was really good, and you had a handmade ravioli or something like that, was it, or tortellini?
Tortellini.
A handmade tortellini in a garlicky cream sauce.
Filled with cubic.
Oh, filled with what Halloween fruit?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkins, filled with pumpkins.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's quite
Oh, yeah.
burnt butter or something, you know.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
It's all homemade, really good.
I know. And we were invited on that day as well. We were invited on that day. 10 minutes on venue. 10 minutes on venue. I don't know what that means. Agree, Steve? Why we agree with Steve? Inexpensive too, okay. All fine here, says Craig. Oh, I'm way behind. Neil Davison, Tim, can you give our Tenerife friends a shout out? Many great people have joined. Great photo and videos on there. Definitely, I will give all our Tenerife friends a shout out. And especially to Neil. How's his YouTube channel going? I haven't looked in lately. I must admit, I'll have to have a look in later. But I hope you're still doing well. And I hope you're feeling well. Oh, the Facebook group. Okay, so can you give our Tenerife Friends Facebook group a shout out? If it's called Tenerife Friends Facebook group, you know that one? Anne-Marie Elton. Okay. I shall join that immediatamente. David Butler. I can't say David Butler's name without doing Reg Varney. Yeah. It wasn't Reg Varney. It was actually Blakey.
Blake, yeah.
Blakey, yeah. They're all dead, aren't they?
Yeah.
All of them, yeah.
It's like more ice.
Oh, no, it's not.
Some ice.
Hi, Neil. Couldn't open the link. Okay. When it switches accounts. Thanks, Steve. Way behind. Any recommendations for dinner in Las Americas, says Jason Oliver. I've not been for dinner in Las Americas in a while, but it's not actually Las Americas, but it's quite close. There's a place in El Camisón that I quite like called Maison. I can't remember the name now. Maison something or other. It depends what you want, obviously. If you want paella or some local Spanish fare, you go to one place. If you fancy international, you go somewhere else. Do you recommend anywhere in Las Americas
For
dinner?
For dinner, what sort of food?
He's not said yet, but have you, where would you say? El Cine is a good place. That's Los Cristianos, though.
Yeah, I mean, they say if you want steak.
Yeah, but are they Las Americas?
It's on the
On the strip, isn't it? The Gold Mine. That is Las Americas, isn't it? Yeah, anything on there upstairs. Or I tell you what to do. Go online and look for venture restaurants. Any venture restaurant is going to be good.
Yeah, on the Palms, great. With some chips, yeah.
The Palms Chippy, there you go.
Depends what you want.
That's an adventurous restaurant. Oh, it doesn't matter if you do this, we're still here. We're still here. I'm not bothered. And just in case you're sort of saying Tim's a fat bugger or something like that.
Thank you so much.
Muchas gracias, señor. I'm not looking after my wife, am I?
Come on, Katia, stand up.
Stand up. Wet t-shirt contest.
No.
I'll win. So Don, you've been sat like Piffy on a brick there. What's your story? Tell me your story.
I don't know.
We started doing your life story, didn't we? And it didn't work, did it?
No.
So first of all, for those people who didn't watch on Friday, who are you and where you're from?
My name's Dominic. I grew up I born in London.
Uh-huh.
To my parents both came from Poland,
Mhm.
so I was born in London.
Yeah.
Grew up in North London most of my life. Moved out of North London about 10 years ago. To Kent. Eating prices and stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
I can't afford to live in
No, I couldn't afford to live in London either.
only child.
You inherit everything.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah. That's
Debts, both debts.
yeah, I mean, as a child, my mum taught me to speak Polish as well, so I spoke 2 languages growing up. Went to 2 schools, to a normal school.
Was that an advantage or a disadvantage that you spoke 2 languages, would you say?
It's funny you should say that. It's both, I'd say. Advantage is you learn another language. When you learn another language, it's easier, then you pick up more.
A third language, yeah. Right.
So
Also rewires your brain.
it does,
Yeah.
You try to think in both languages.
Uh-huh.
That's a strange thing when you're thinking in both languages in your head. But I'd say it's like that. It's like the saying. You try.
Hook on a munya.
It's master, because when you speak one language, you master it, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's hard to master them.
Oh, it's hard to master 2 languages, what you saying? Yeah. Jack of all trades.
That's what I was thinking. The master of none.
But actually, if you carry on with that saying, it's the jack of all trades, a master of none, but rather be a jack of all trades than a master of none. There you go.
Yeah, so it's got some advantages, most disadvantages. And
Did you have any kids to speak Polish with when you were growing up, around your school and stuff? Was there a clique in it?
Not in my school, no.
No?
I went to a Catholic school, so be mostly Irish.
Right, okay.
Irish, yeah.
So you should have learned Latin.
That sort of went out when I started it. They sort of phased it out.
Oh, you didn't have to learn Latin.
That's that.
Okay, because that helps you with English as well,
Yeah, of course.
and and Spanish. Yeah, yeah.
So,
And Portuguese is a Latin language.
yes, yeah, it was very,
Yeah.
very similar to Spanish.
I know. When I first time I heard Portuguese, we just got to say, you are Portuguese, right?
Yeah.
When I first heard Portuguese, I thought it was sort of a mixture of some sort of South Mediterranean romantic language and Russian. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I get
Because
that. Because it's the way their accent, the way they.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, so it was the first language that I couldn't pin down what it was because I didn't have any access to it. But then I went and worked in Porto, and I heard it all the time, and that was really good. I didn't learn any of it though, apart from swearing. I
As we already know.
and, and I also my mum used to work in an old people's home in North Wales,
Right.
and in North Wales there was a lot of Polish people that were left over from the war.
Oh yes, exactly.
Right? So they were like in the 80s and 90s, they were like at the end of their lives. And my mum was looking after them, so she was like cooking and cleaning and doing everything for these Polish people. And they were teaching her a little bit of Polish, and that's where I got cooking amunia, which means you're crazy, cooking amunia. And dzień dobry, dziękuję, and what's the other one?
No, don't say that. No.
Look,
No, it's better.
I can
Who's listening?
they're teaching me swear words again now. Isn't it? Okay, so growing up, 2 languages, school. So you went to school in London or Kent?
No. I grew up in Islington.
Oh,
I
really?
only moved out to Kent 10 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
So I went to school in
You were still young though.
St. Aloysius.
St. Aloysius.
Yes, that
There
was
you
my
go.
secondary school in
Okay.
Highgate.
Highgate, Islington.
Right.
Right. So, I know all these names, but I don't know where they are, to say the truth. I'm banging the table. Webby, I'm banging the table.
So now I went to school there. Left school. Didn't do as well as been okay.
So the doctor thing was out the window then, was it?
Yeah, I put it on the back burner.
Put the being a doctor on the back burner, yeah.
Skill.
Dr. Sex.
Yeah. So I've done an apprenticeship in an electrician. So
No, you're a Polish electrician. Cool dude.
plumber, more like.
Play a code.
Mostly
Yeah.
plumbers, aren't they?
Actually, you earn more money as a plumber now, do you? I know in America the plumbers are all millionaires,
Yeah, they say they are,
but it isn't. It's a meme, is it?
You worked at Pimlico plumbers, you probably are.
no. Yeah. Well, yeah.
My dad was a night church roof repairer.
Oh, right. Copper, is it?
Fair cop gov.
Hey, what?
Fair cop gov. Actually, he was worse than that. He was a financial.
Copper and lead, wasn't it? Yeah.
He was a financial advisor, which meant he was a money lender. And I worked for a company that they invented one of the first credit cards, Spender card. It was they put it in all the rag trade in Manchester. You could get this card called Spender card, and you put money on it every month. Then you could go and buy a suit. And if you didn't have enough money on the suit, they would give you the rest, the difference, and then you paid it back over a certain amount. But if your account was in was it debt or credit? Yeah, if your account was, if you owed them money, then they did an astronomical amount of interest, but they did it on a daily basis, so it didn't sound that bad. It's totally illegal now. You got to produce APR now, right? In fact, it used to be illegal, but now it's legal again in Britain to lend people money at stupid interest rates, as long as you tell them, right? So they've got to publish their APR in 0.06 Helvetica, right? At the bottom, it says 330 million APR or whatever.
Let me get my glasses.
Exactly, yeah. And it used to be illegal, but now it's legal again, obviously, because rich people are making money. There you go. Don't get political. Don't get. So anyway, I'm one of the rich people now. Anyway,
You're one of them?
I'm one of these. I'm a rich retiree. Get around in.
Round of water.
Exactly. That's more expensive than beer these days. I'm telling you, especially get the fizzy stuff. Right. So where are we now? We're at school age. We
Yeah, apprenticeship.
apprenticeship, yeah.
So now I've done a
City and Guilds.
city college, like part one, part two, installation, 2391, inspection testing. And I did a HV that's high voltage as well.
Right.
So at the moment I'm working in maintenance, so building maintenance, working a city in for Lloyd's banking group,
Okay.
where their main sort of building where they do all the trading and stuff. So
Sounds like a Guy Ritchie movie in the making. Oh, I said the other day, by the way, let me just very quickly. I said the other day they're filming Superman over the thing. They're not filming Superman. They're filming a Guy Ritchie movie, which is where the star is Henry Cavill, who played Superman. But it is not Superman. It is an unnamed Guy Ritchie movie. So there you go. Cool, dude. Let's go and look at a couple of questions before we carry on. I mean, what I'm going to do, ladies and jelly spoons, I am going to sort in QQ. Now, for those of you who know the drill, if you want to ask me a question, how long ago was the low sound? Still hot. Where's your better half, Basil? And low sound. If you ask a question that I'm guaranteed to read at least once, stick QQ in front of it. I actually saw somebody put QQ on somebody else's blog, thinking it was a YouTube thing, but it isn't. It's me. So Willie Rushton can't believe it was taken a week ago. Yeah, you are. What I do is I take a picture of the people who were here, and then they are the thumbnail for next week's Meetup Monday. So you're going to be the thumbnail for next week's Meetup Monday, if that's okay with you. Just a picture. Okay, good. But it has to be naked from the bottom. Oh, this was way too early, so I'm going to go right down the bottom now. Zoop. Jack Bell lol, there you go. Thursday video, one of my favorite interviews will be out. Oh, you pay an extra for the Thursday. I would normally put it out on Friday, but if you pay extra, I'll put it out on Thursday. Webby.
Check.
Yeah. Can you tell Tim he's rich now? He's wearing better t-shirts. 68 Rod, new name. Welcome to the channel. 68 Rod. There we go. We'll stick you up there. Jack Bell, good evening, Tim, from warm, unnatural day from Ireland. Feels like mid-summer. There you go. Anne Marie, remember, hit the thumbs up. What's Dom's favourite restaurant on the island?
Seafood, I like the one in. There's an Italian restaurant in Playa San Juan called Agua Sal.
Is that still open?
Yeah, yeah. That's our favourite seafood restaurant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
Seafood restaurant in Playa de San Juan. Agua Sal.
Agua Sal. Yeah. They've got another one somewhere up north, but that's the one we normally go to.
Okay. Oh, they're saying your sounds low.
Okay. Hello.
That's all right. I'll turn us both up and I'll just speak slower.
Agua Sal. Anyway.
And
that's the seafood restaurant.
He's speaking slow. He's speaking low. Anyway, he's actually the epitome of the dude. Laid back. I mean, should we get a Tim and tonic or should we go with another beer?
Oh, whatever. Yeah, get these. No.
Ian L. lost Chris on Pelican Crossing at Taxi Rank Top Tapas.
Also, if you like steak, in Los Cristianos, there's a nice place, the family-run restaurant run by Canarian people, Shorthorn.
What's it called? Can you speak up?
Shorthorn. As in Macau.
Shorthorns.
Shorthorn.
Shorthorn. Leave my mother out of this. Mike 9 Reed, is Dom's microphone on? He's very quiet. Oh, it could be that he's run out of battery.
No.
No. It's not run out of battery, but it could have been.
I have the nicest thing.
There we go. I'm going to put it closer to his mouth.
I'm fine, I've got some there, but thank you.
Right. That better?
Toscana? Do you know?
Yeah, please, yeah.
Toscana?
Por favor.
Bino?
Vino. No, Vino. Okay.
And to take the people that I have the nicest steak on the island.
Yeah, Christina had the nicest steak on the island yesterday.
El Pastore as well. That's a nice restaurant.
No,
That's in San Miguel.
Yeah,
You know where San Miguel is?
yeah.
Up sort of
By Las Chafiras there.
yes, but up towards the actual town.
Yeah, yeah. Here's Chris. Where did you have the nicest steak?
at home.
And who cooks it?
Chef food.
Pepper.
Timmy baby.
Give me, baby. It was so good. I hate meat normally. I never eat meat a lot. And that was just so wow.
There you go, ladles and jelly spoons. Oh, gracias, señor. ¿Cómo se llama?
Sí, Yailan.
Yailand.
Sí.
Soy Timothy.
No,
Encantado.
andaba mucho. Una pequeña para que.
Okay, Wendy and Ian are on. Dom's mic not on, Tim. I think it is.
Hello. Anybody there? Hello.
Adrian North, can you turn Dom up?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
I can hear him fine.
I'm actually going to turn us all up. So we're really going to be really loud now.
Boom.
There you go. Chill out's good as well.
Yep.
Very low sound on Dom's microphone. Okay, I think we sorted that out now. Vegas school every year with the family, not cheap but worth it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cammy is a legend. Cammy's a legend. Is that some sport guy?
Chris Kamara. Is it Chris Kamara?
Could be. Oh, Webby was talking about that as well.
Yeah, he's over here actually.
He is?
I did see him at Lost Chris. Yeah.
Okay, let's get him on the show,
Another
Webby.
place I do recommend is the Mongolian.
Oh, the all-you-can-eat place up by Dillon's.
Yes. Brilliant place.
Go and have an all-you-can-eat at the Mongolian, then nip to Dillon's and see Rick.
Yeah. Sorry, I saw him saying big boy. We're actually in the Mongolian, and he lives up.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Webby knows everybody, so we'll get him on Webby's show. When are you leaving?
It's at the 20th.
Here till the 20th. So what we're going to do is we'll see if we can get Webby to get this guy on and interview him, and then anybody who wants to meet him, we'll invite him over, and then yeah.
So yeah, he lives up that way.
A Stoke player. Ex-Stoke.
Bradford, I think. Yeah. Yes.
There you go then, ladles and jelly spoons. Heard it here first. What?
No, I'm just trying to.
You just- It should be all right. It should be all right. Just don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. You just enjoy yourself. Dom, enjoy yourself. Right. Let's go right round to the bottom here. Kevin, thanks. Magic. Oliver's is a nice. Be aware it can be very cold up there compared to Lost Chris. Yeah, Oliver's out of town. Have you been there?
I have heard of it. Yeah.
I've heard of it as well, and I knew it when it was Oliver Twist. Yes, darling, my darling.
Oh, thank you very much, because I can hear what you're saying. I am not interested in what you're saying, but I'm a bit deaf, and I can't hear people at the other end of our table, and it's lovely to hear people speak. And I can watch telly, but I'm sat on top of it, you know what I mean? When my son comes back, he's away at work.
Come here, my
When he
darling. Come here.
No, I'm going. No,
Come on. I just want to introduce you as one of the nicest people I've met on Tenerife. Come in here. Just look in the camera right here and say timothydowd.com.
TimothyDowd.com.
.com. There you go.
Thank you anyway, everybody.
And I'm sorry I was speaking so.
I'm not being nosy.
I'm sorry that that you could hear us and not the people you wanted to talk to.
No, but I can't tell what I say. I've got my friend here, but if you sit too far away,
Yeah, exactly.
I can't hear.
You can sit right next to me anytime you like, darling.
My son comes back. He's away at sea at the moment. When he comes
He's a sailor.
back to England.
Okay.
He's on the trips, you know.
Oh yeah. Whatever.
He's next to the captain.
Oh, there you go.
He's worked his way up. Don't worry.
Good on him. So give him my love when you see him, and have a safe trip.
That's all. I promise you.
Hey, don't worry. We're public anyway. That was lovely. I thought she was saying I was talking too loud that she couldn't hear the guy on the other table over there. But he's not talking much anyway, are you? No, he's not talking much. Have you paid the bill?
Paid the bill.
See, she's not deaf, is she?
I paid my short-term memory loss.
That's it. See, oh God. Ladles and jelly spoons. We're having fun in this bar here. This old bar here. The bar here, Principi, is what they call it. We're in the bar here, Principi. I'm trying to do a show here. Can you shut up? Oh, they're lovely people. They're lovely people.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, they're all blurred. Anyway, as I was saying, Dave in picture behind you, Dom, big Man United fan. Dave in the picture behind you. Dave, are you a Man United fan? Are you Dave? Oh, Dave was here.
Oh, Dave.
Is Webby, yeah. What's your name, sorry? Karen wants a copy of the Pearly Grey menu. It's actually old Webby, his dad. Tell young Webby she wants a copy. Here's Karen. Now. There's Karen. You can see behind Dom with a blue dress on. Yep. There you go.
Come on, Web.
Well, it's sort of bluish. There you go. Best restaurant in Las Americas is Bianco, says Den. Is that expensive? Expensive.
Good restaurant, yeah.
Magnus. Don's got a soft voice. I think that is an advantage. Don's, there you go. Magic McKay's. Oh, Kevin, thanks. I heard there's a waiting list to get in. They're all talking to Scotsman. And saying, Neil, I have applied to join the group now. It works on my other phone, lol. We'll share it on Facebook for you. And Webby says, what's his name? You see, the thing is, Webby, you've got to give context to your question because I don't see it until later. It's Dom. Can be magic. Thanks for the breakfast again. Oh, you bought Scotsman a breakfast, eh? All right. No bother, Kevin, my pleasure. Hey, where's my breakfast? Christina won't let me eat a breakfast, will you? An English breakfast. I'm gonna have one with Lee when he comes over, but that's about it. There's no problem with his sound, says the Lord, and the Lord knows.
Thank you.
Pardon, Tim. And Ian Owl is doing a quick question. I think Tim paid Chris to say that about his cooking. Well, first of all, I think Thin Tim is my new name. And secondly, paid Chris to say that about his cooking. She would eat anything I put in front of her because otherwise she'll starve. It's just spraying her.
But I tell him if it's Kreislich.
You tell me if it's
Kreislich.
Kreislich is Bavarian for crappy. Oh, the Stoke player's name. What's the Stoke player's name?
Which one's Kamara?
Chris Kamara is the manager. He's on the island at the moment. Yeah. Chris Kamara. You've talked about him.
Yeah.
Met at Edinburgh Airport last week. There you go. So, Eddie, Webby, if you know Chris Kamara, give him a call because he's on the island at the moment. It's amazing he hasn't called you. And set up an interview, and then I'll come and interview him with you. I'll bring the big camera.
Tell you what, that will bring the viewers in.
Will it?
Oh, Jesus.
Webby Sports Roundup. Exclusive interview with, what's the game? Jim Kamara?
Chris Kamara.
Chris Kamara.
That was nothing else by the internet, wasn't it?
Some American car, I don't know.
So far. Kiara.
And Craig says, looks like you're looking for a UFO, Webby. Oh, well, it's. I took a picture of Webby looking at the distance, and he's using it as his thing. Thang is his thing. So it is now 18:46. We've got 15 minutes left, and I've enjoyed myself. Have you enjoyed yourself? We've only got to school. We haven't got. No, he's done his City and Guilds, and he's said where he's working and what he's doing. Lloyd's Bank on the roof,
Robbing banks.
coming down. Tom Cruise. And how did you meet your lovely wife?
At a party. Funnily enough, at a party in my mum's house.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Drunk on the kitchen floor. You picked up, so I'll have this one. She's laughing her head off here. I'm probably close. Anyway, so you met at a party.
Yeah.
And did you know his mum before you knew him?
No.
No?
My mum was away.
Oh, right. She was away.
It
was her part.
She,
This story is going to be really interesting now, okay? And you got to speak up because, you know.
Right, my mum goes away for about 6 months a year. So
Okay.
she has lodgers.
Okay.
The lodgers
Have a party.
having a party.
Gotcha.
And then, funny enough, lodgers Portuguese from Madeira as well.
Uh-huh.
And he used to work they work in a hotel, so pop out in
I'll just leave that.
Hilton Hotel.
Yeah.
So he said, right, we're having a party. I said, okay, yeah. He invited me over. So this, you know, it's mainly the people from the hotel. So partying.
And you went to your mum's house to raid the fridge.
Yeah, to water flowers.
Water the flowers, there you go. Because the lodgers don't water flowers.
All of a sudden, there's what is going on? What's going on? No, I knew what's going on. Yeah.
And there was this gorgeous woman in front of you, and you thought, I shall ask her out.
Yeah.
But being quiet and not speaking into microphones, what happened? She picked him up, right? I can imagine that. You picked him up, didn't you?
No. I think
No? You work for it, do you?
I will.
You work. Okay. That's good, man.
I didn't work.
God, deliver me.
But can I say your name, Katia?
Yeah, push
Can I say your name? So Katia, but it's spelt with a C, Atia, right? Katia. Yeah. Is that a Portuguese spelling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Portugal, they don't use it. They don't use the letter K. Hardly ever.
No.
Hardly ever.
Okay.
It's a C.
Okay.
Anything with like a curve is a C.
Okay. And how do they pronounce then the soft C sound, like ceiling?
It would be.
There will be an S. Yeah. It's going to be an S.
S.
Will C always be a K sound?
C with a.
Oh, with the. Oh, that's the one underneath, isn't it?
Oh no. Yeah, the C.
Is about
The C is the tail on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an accent. Yeah.
Okay, so the tail on the you have the C with the tail on the bottom, right?
No, you don't.
No, you have the tail on the top.
It's a normal C. The A has a on the thing on the top.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's a T, I, and an A.
Okay. Katia.
Katia,
name is very long.
Katia Andrea. That's
Go
her
on.
name. Barros Rodriguez. Barros Rodriguez.
Barros Rodriguez. So it's like Spain, is it? You have the father's name and the mother's name.
Yeah.
So you have a first name, a second name, father's name, mother's name.
Yeah.
You can have the husband's name.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah, you can have the husband's name right at the end.
Very long.
So he, he can go really.
In Bavaria, you don't have to take any's name. You can keep your own name, can't you?
Yeah.
But you didn't keep your name because you had to spell it all the time, didn't you?
Yeah.
To be fair, we've been married, but Katia's kept her name. So
Yeah, I do that just in case. Not much changing you afterwards, like
it's a lot
banks,
happening
banks,
with
a lot.
it. Yeah,
A
exactly.
lot of that, I don't know, Visa and all that. Yeah.
When I fly, they always put on the sea.
I mean, gee, when you fly, they get the ump when they see her name. It's like, oh,
Oh, you live in Kent now, right?
Yeah.
So you're a bloody foreigner, right? Have you noticed any difference since Brexit?
Yeah.
No?
I've been there for a long time as well.
No.
You're all right. I mean, because you get on with people, so
Yeah, but you're Polish. I mean, so you must be getting a stick.
look at Polish.
I'm only joking, ladies and gentlemen. You know me. I'm only joking.
No.
No, you don't see a difference.
I, me personally, not her, not, but I know people that have.
Yeah.
You see it. You do see it.
I don't mean from like friends and family. I mean like from organisations and stuff like that. You know.
I mean,
Have you got more? You got more hoops to jump through? I know that here we had to all apply for a new card.
right, okay.
And all that stuff, and I had to apply for my new driver's license stuff.
Two passports.
Okay.
I've got a Polish passport. The Polish passport, I only got that done last year.
Okay.
Due to the fact of Brexit.
Right.
To get it done, like it'll be advantageous for you.
Right.
In the future.
So Polish is European, but not Schengen, right?
It is Schengen.
It is Schengen. So basically, it's getting on to come here. It's like a bus, isn't it?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I do. I use my English passport to come out. Polish passports instead of getting stamped. I use a Polish passport into here. But they are expensive, like an Irish passport.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of English people who've got Irish parentage.
Yeah.
They'll get an Irish passport.
I think you get an Irish passport if you got an Irish setter. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
But no, it's a lot simpler now. You don't get stamped as much. So, I mean, my stamps, my passport's getting stamped the hell out of it. Yeah, I know.
Flop. My 10-year passport from 1990 to 2000, right, was so full, and I had the big one, you know, and I got delegated to America, and during my time in America, I was sent all over the place, right, and they were stamping.
Stamp the hell out of things.
Yeah, but America would only ever stamp the same page. They'd never turn the page over and stamp it again. It always had to be on the one opposite the visa, right? And it was like blood. And they stamped on the visa, next to the visa, above the visa. It was. I said, look, I got a 96-page passport. Can you like pick another one?
It's getting personal.
China was good. They stamped a brand new page every time. In and out. Next page. In and out. Oh, that was cool.
You try going to America after you get a Cuban stamp, the Cuban stamp.
I could never go back to America ever, because I went there on a visa waiver program in January. I went in the January visit. We went to visit a company in Montreal and left from Montreal.
Oh, right. So you didn't get an exit.
I didn't get an exit stamp. Then I went back to San Francisco in September and left from San Francisco. No problem. A year later, I wanted to go back over on a visa waiver program. They said you overstayed last year. Because they got me coming in on February and leaving at the other end in September. And I said, well, no, in the meantime, I'd gone home. We don't know that. So I took my ring off. I said, look at the date of the marriage. And eventually they let me in. But they said, next time you need an L1 visa. So I can never enter America on a visa waiver program again. Which makes, well, I got the L1 visa because I was living there. So I got the L1 visa, and that worked until we lived there. We came back to Germany in 2001, and I've never been back since. No, I've been back once, right?
Thank you.
I went back once to visit Bubba. I was living in 10729 Shady Ford Lane, Richmond, Virginia.
So you were there when you tapped up?
No, we came back 2 weeks before.
2 weeks before?
Yeah. We came back 2 weeks before, lived in Munich. My dad came for my birthday, which is the 12th of September, and the day before.
Did you both enjoy America?
We were there 5 years, well, 4.5. The first year was, everything was new. It smelt new. It looked like, you know, what you see on the TV, the streets of San Francisco, all the wires going down the high street, and there was Denny's, and there was this, and there was that. So the first year was like brand new, lovely smells and everything. The second year was like being on holiday, where you knew the barman. You know, you could do stuff. You could drive up to DC and find a parking space at the weekend underneath a building on F Street, which was like 400 meters away from the White House, because they give free parking but you have to be in the know, right? So that was the second year. The third year, you started missing stuff, right? Oh, I can't get this, and I can't do that, and I can't do this. We took our daughter swimming, and I put a costume on next to the pool, and I got told off because she was like 4 years old, and I was got her naked by the pool, and they said it's what did they say? It's sexually provocative. And I said, if you think a 4-year-old kid is sexual provocative, you've got the problem, not me, right? And so then I started getting. I saw that. I've said this before, and I got in trouble for it. The chinks in the armor. Yeah, I said the word chinks one, and everybody's thinking I was being derogatory to Chinese people. The chinks in the armor were visible, right? After the third year, the fourth year, you sort of got used to it, and you realised you weren't going to be there forever. And then on going home, there was no real heartache. I have a couple of good friends uh, that we left behind, but you were okay. So I think you can go to any country for a short period of time and not embrace the culture. Yeah, because if you embrace the culture, you got to stay. All right, you got to stay.
What was the culture?
The culture was that I would say consumer culture. So everything was buy, 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 and bye bye. The second thing was you knew a lot about your local news and your national news, but you knew nothing about the rest of the world. You weren't taught it. I also found that people thought that the Western Hemisphere started at the East Coast and finished at the West Coast, right? So I was in a diversity meeting, and I say, I am the minority here. They said, you're not minority, you're white. I said, well, I'm the only Englishman in here, right? So I'm in a minority. No, you're not a minority. You got to be black to be a minority. And I didn't understand that, you know. What else? What else was it? Yeah, the Western Hemisphere. Oh, they said the Western Hemisphere is North and South America. Trying to teach us that. And I said, well, doesn't the Western Hemisphere start at the Iron Curtain, and go around to Japan? They went, no.
And
Okay.
even our daughter realized, she said, they're all fake Barbies.
Yeah, all the kids her age, and she was there from 3.5 to 8 years old, right? And she said the girls are just fake Barbies at 8 years old.
Yeah. That's how they raise them.
They do, yeah. They're just fake Barbies, yeah. But as a country, it's massive. So I saw a little portion of it. I did a few trips somewhere else, but you cannot judge a whole country on just a few things,
Every sort of state has its own.
I mean, it's a bit like England. Every village has got its own culture, But it's like people sort of saying, "I'm a Mancam, a Liverpudlian," That's like 20 miles away. I mean, the border's 20 miles. It's not 20 miles. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7 o'clock. Are we going to finish?
Yep.
Katia, can I just show you to say goodbye? To wave? You're still Freaky Friday. I'll come to you, don't worry. You stay there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dom. Hey up. Crazy getting beautiful. Katia, give us a lovely wave, thank you. Craig, thank you for joining us. Sorry that we had to suffer sticky 13. My beautiful wife, Christina. Actually, she's lovely tonight, aren't you, kid? Yeah, you are lovely tonight. Lady in blue, and she's the champion.
I'm a champion.
Yeah, the Wonder Horse. Dom, I'm coming back to you. And all our lovely friends on the next table. Give us a wave. And everybody in the bar, and the people in Burger King. So what we're going to do, we're going to try an outro now. So the outro with music. I'm going to see if this works. Let me just have a quick look at the comments. Webby's saying if I see him, I'll invite him. Webby say hi to our lovely wife from me and Joanne, Susie and Al. Adam McGuinness should give Lee a surprise interview next time he's over. It's actually planned. I can't tell you the dates because it's not public yet, but it's very, very soon. Cheers, Ian. Done, mate. There you go. Ian L, thumbs up. Swap the microphone, see if it works. Watch the magnet don't fall down yet. So this is his microphone.
Hello.
So does it make any difference? Probably not. I'm going to put this where mine was. So is my microphone quieter now? I don't know. Need to go by. See you all. See you soon, Tim. Kevin, we'll see you. Do I tell you the dates when Kevin's coming over as well? Are you here when Lee's here? Anyway, we'll sort it out.
See you, Kevin.
See you, Kevin. Magic McCade. Bye. Thank you. And Elton. Bye, Tim and Don and everyone.
Yeah.
Ian Pitch Black in Sheffield. Ray Duffy says pink waving. This is my pink hand waving too. So let's get rid of that. And now we're going to take both of these, yeah? So it's just me now. It's my show. Do what I like. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank my guests. I'd like to thank the people around the table. I'd like to thank all the people in the bar, especially the hard workers behind the bar who are bringing the beers. And I'm going to see if this outro works. I know you don't like technology. But I'm trying this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining me tonight. I hope that you enjoyed the banter that we had. I hope that you really enjoyed Dominic and his stories. I think his beautiful wife was fantastic at the end, giving us a wave. And don't forget the beard himself. Orcus Whaling, Craig, and my beautiful wife, Christina. Thank you for coming round. We've got the music going. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing walking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 o'clock. If you're on the island, send me an email, tell me where you are. If you can't walk, it's also okay. I will meet you at a cafe at the end of the walk. You tell me where you're going to be at 10 o'clock. I shall turn up after my walk. And don't forget, Meetup Monday is at 5:55. It's all about you. Come here, talk about yourselves, talk about nothing. You don't even have to be on camera if you don't want to be. There you go, perfect. Balcony Banter on Wednesday is to be with Christina. We're going to show her memoirs this week. And after that, we're going to go live and talk about that. You can answer any questions you like. Don't forget, Freak Friday, getting drunk with Tim at the Monte Cristo. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.